NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On second down, here's Goff.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said,
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
no doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Goff now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defended.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Darius Slayton,
40 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Goff's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Gone. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Goff throwing again. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 67 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Goff. The open man here, Renfro. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And
just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And now an audible here into something else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He lets it go deep for Mayer. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Pickett. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Pickett back to throw.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
42. Raiders 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff.
He finds Mayer here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Goff on first down.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Goff going to shift him around. From the gun. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Pickett now on first down. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pickett. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this ball recovered by the offense. They cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the 50, it's Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
49 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates.
And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't...
And now here is another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Goff now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Goff looking to change the play. Here's 2nd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. Shifts by him. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They hand this off to Harris. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now it's gone. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Open man, that's Renfro. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Goff going to shift him around.
Here's Jacobs. Now the ball comes loose.
On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Dances by him. And one more time.
Now look out. Najee Harris to the 20.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, 91 yards. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Try to run for it with Jacobs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
First down, Las Vegas.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still fighting for more. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
3rd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Harris running straight ahead. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This is 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Steelers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-4.